So man, Kyng X2, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Marvel Spider-Man PS5, not PS4. But here's the twist: it's across the Spider-Verse. You feel me? Now, of course, I don't actually have the cross. I don't have a Spider-Gwen, which makes me mad. And I don't have Spider-Man India. Bro, that was in the movie. I ain't got him. That got me heated low key. Right, get in here and talk about the movie because I just seen it today. We're gonna play some Spider-Man while talking about the movie because I just seen it today. We're just gonna vibe out, you feel me? There will be spoilers. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time before we actually get into this. But I'm gonna use suits that were in the movie as I talk about the movie. Starting with the Insomniac suit was in the fucking movie, bro. When I tell you this suit was in the movie, I'm about to die already. Come on, it's a bad look for me. I ain't that bad. Now let's talk about the movie. First off, how many of y'all have seen the movie at this point? It's been out maybe like a week or two, maybe 3 weeks now. I think by now most of y'all that want to see the movie will have already seen it, correct? Like if y'all haven't seen it by now, I don't think y'all really want to go see that movie, being that honest. The movie been out for so long, bro. You can't get mad at me. If you click on this video knowing that it's spoilers and then I told you it's spoilers and then you get mad and leave a comment like, why did you spoil it after I told you it was gonna be spoilers? I'm a high key be mad because why did you do that dumb shit? You feel me? That's, you know what? I don't want to use this suit. I'm gonna use suits for the movie, but I should probably play Miles Morales. There's a few suits that I really want to use instead. But like I said, I'm gonna just be switching. Alright, let's actually get into this. Starting with the movie, okay? Alright, getting straight into the movie. The movie starts off with Gwen. I'm not gonna spoil everything for this movie, but I'm gonna spoil a lot of this. I'm gonna leave a lot of stuff out on purpose at the same time. I'm gonna leave a lot of stuff out on purpose at the same time because I feel like y'all should go watch the movie in full. Don't just come here for a summary. I'm not ready to give a summary of the movie. Maybe like Spider-Punk more. That nigga Hoodiie. I might have to actually go read his comic now. Maybe like Spider-Man, the India Spider-Man. I might have to go read that comic now. Let's actually get into the movie. Now I'm using my nigga Peter B. Parker. Bro got a kid now. Him and Mary Jane, they fixed these problems from the first movie. So like I was saying, the movie starts off with Gwen. Gwen starts off by telling the movie in third person. Like she's telling it from her point of view. This isn't just a Miles movie, you feel me? This is a movie between Miles and Gwen. Now that's something different. We haven't seen that yet. She retelling Miles' story. Who the fuck? Oh shit. Yep. It might be over for your boy. Spider bro, come save me real quick. Cause these niggas is crazy. I ain't gonna cap. No, damn, laid me out. They really on my nigga Miguel, cause he was on Demon Time that whole fucking movie, bro. Like I said, it starts off with Gwen. You feel me? Gwen and her band, and it's Gwen telling Miles' story from third person, unlike first person, like the first movie where it's Miles. Yeah, it's Gwen telling the story from third person. Like I said, it's not just Miles' movie; it's Gwen's movie too. We seeing Gwen's backstory. I loved how they showed Gwen's backstory, bro. You don't really get that in a lot of movies. So if y'all have, y'all already read most of the comics for the characters that was in this movie, because there was so many fucking Spider-Man in this movie. Like if y'all read Gwen's comic, then I'm pretty sure y'all kind of already know how it went. So y'all was like re-seeing the story for the second time, but a lot of people didn't know how it went. Like I would have seen the movie with my brother. I know for a fact he don't know Gwen's story at all. So this is probably new to him. Well, maybe he does. Maybe he been doing some research while I was away. You feel me? Maybe he was on his A game, and I highly doubt it. But then again, he might. Ooh, look at this nigga Miguel. He's on Demons. I've been seeing a lot since this movie came out. I've been saying a lot of stuff about Spider-Man on Twitter. Him and Miles about this game and how they don't kill people. You see this thing right here, this silver top? Boom, we be smacking niggas with it. Like I was saying, we're learning about Gwen's backstory. Everybody who didn't read Gwen's comic, Gwen became Spider-Man instead of Peter, as y'all know that. But Peter was still there. So when Gwen became Spider-Man, Peter was like her best friend. You feel me? So Peter ended up in this movie turned into the Lizard, and then him and Gwen got in a fight and Peter died. Peter and Gwen were close as hell. I'm talking like they wasn't touching tips on occasion. They was like this, bro. Like they were close, like your best friend type close. That was her best friend before she met Miles. Now Miles like her best friend. The way that movie was set up and the way that it started off now makes so much sense. So her and Peter got into a fight. Peter ended up dying, sad to say. And then Peter the whole time knew that Gwen was Spider-Woman, but he didn't say anything. As he was dying, he said, let me see. He said something about Gwen. He let Gwen know that he knew that Gwen was Spider-Woman. She was like, no, it's not me. Peter died. As you know, Gwen's dad is a cop. He came in there, saw Peter's dead body, saw Spider-Gwen over the dead body. Spider-Gwen ran. And from that day on, he thought Spider-Gwen murdered Peter. That nigga was on it. He was chasing Spider-Gwen for the longest. He was like, I think I finally got to break in the case. And as he was telling her that, he got a call. He had to go out and handle something. It was a vulture coming from another portal, another dimension, another part of the multiverse. Came into Gwen's universe. Gwen about to go fight him. But what Gwen's dad didn't know, that he did find out though, is that the person that he been looking for that whole time, Spider-Woman, What's his daughter in the other room? God, his daughter he talked to every single day. The one person he been looking for the longest. Before she went and fought the Vulture, I like how all the cops were on scene waiting for Spider-Woman to pop up. Then Gwen popped up, but she slowly took them all out one by one. When she took them out, she like strapped her dad to the car. Then she deepens her voice while she talking to her dad, like how Miles be doing. It was like, oh, you still looking for me? Yo, that was fire. I never really used this suit before this movie, but after watching, no, I always liked Miguel, but now I like fully know his story. Now the suit and the movie just make me want to use him more. That nigga mean. I understand why though. He had a reason for why he was that fucking mean, but that nigga was. So while Gwen is fighting the Vulture, she's fighting him. She's saying her jokes like Spider-Man usually does. She's not getting beat up, but about to die for real. And then, you know, that's when Jessica Drew, she came through on her motorcycle. She pregnant on her motorcycle. She came through on her motorcycle. You feel me? And my nigga right here, Miguel, that I'm playing, he came through the portal too. They came through, all three of them. They fought the Vulture, and then at the end of fighting the Vulture, I don't want to say too much. Eventually, it was a one-on-one. Gwen's all out of her webs, and her dad caught her with the gun. It was like, freeze. Gwen was like, Dad, you really want to do this right now? And he didn't know that Gwen was, you know, Spider-Woman. So Gwen took off her mask, was like, look, I'm Spider-Woman. Her dad still tried to arrest her. So Miguel came through. He put her dad in like this little contraption where he was like locked in this little like hexagon type thing. And then she went with Jessica Drew. She went with my nigga Miguel. Oh my god. And she joined Miguel's team. Go to all the universes and the multiverses and all different Earths. Get all the anomalies and put everything back in place. Because everything is all out of place now after the first movie. So she left her Earth, went with them, and now she's working with them. Now we get to my nigga Miles. This is where he come in the picture. Now I'm not gonna say everything in detail. I'm gonna skip a lot of big details on purpose because like I said, I don't want to spoil the movie, but at the same time, bro, I love the way the colors was used to show emotion and show how they was feeling and everything in this movie. Yo, it was just fire. I ain't gonna cap. The way colors was used in this movie, this shit was fire. I love how the comments or magazines, however you want to say it, was used in this movie. Like not every single time, but all throughout the movie, the comics would just come through. Oh my fucking God damn. Now Ultimate isn't hard, but when I get overwhelmed like that, my nigga, it kind of look hard. This suit was also in the movie. It was being built, and since I haven't really used this suit, let me use it right now since I'm talking about the movie. And it was in the movie. It was just in the back being built in the Spider HQ when Miles was talking to Miguel. Like I said, Miles comes on screen. He's telling us about everything that he's been through in the last 6 months up to a year. That's been Spider-Man and everything he's been up to after the first movie was over. My nigga Miles, he's older now. He has a mustache now. He did a commercial with baby powder. Did some other stuff. He made a bunch of apology videos. Hey, this nigga Miles ain't this. So as we learned about that, Miles' parents is at a parent-teacher conference waiting for Miles. Miles is swinging through the town. As he's swinging through the town, we run into the main villain of the story, of this movie. I mean, his name is the Spot. I don't know why this nigga is the main villain of this story. Honestly, he's not the best. It could have been a better main villain than this nigga, but who am I? So you know, be like, oh, we need a better villain. They felt like he was the best villain for the movie. He made sense from the first movie. I can't really complain, honestly. So, hey, he's not the worst villain. I mean, he added to the story, so I ain't mad about it. And they were just really random though. It was just like, this nigga's the villain of the story. How the main villain, the Spot, even comes onto screen. That nigga try to steal an ATM and try to get his life back. Because like, he's just full of spots. It's kind of funny. So the Spot trying to steal from this like store. And the owner of the store tried to hit him with a baseball bat. And Miles is in the store. Oh, my nigga. Oh, I love him now. Oh, my nigga Hoodiie. Oh yeah, we running my nigga Hoodiie. So like I'm saying, Miles eventually start fighting the Spot. They get in a little fight or whatever. That fight is like, it's a funny fight, my nigga, because Miles trying to hit him, he go through the holes, and then it's this and the third, they going back and forth, you know how it is. And while they fight, and eventually the fight ends or whatever, because Miles like, alright, I did beat him, and I got him stuck, so I'm cool for real. He falling like some hole or something like that. Miles runs home, changes his clothes and everything, so he can make his way to the parent-teacher conference, because while he was fighting the Spot, before he even started fighting the Spot, his dad was texting him like, bro, Miles, where you at? You need to get here, blah blah blah, you missing this is really important, this is your career, your future, all this type shit. So he runs home, he changes his clothes. Genki's in there. Genki's playing Spider-Man. He playing Genki was playing Spider-Man too, bro. That's lit. And while Miles leaving out, he look at Genki, he's like, is those my J's? Genki like, yeah. Miles said, let me get those. Put those on. He runs to the parent-teacher conference. He there. They talk about Miles' grades. This and the third. They having a cool little session. Miles look out the window. He see the Spot with the ATM from earlier. He's like, all right, I'll be right back. He dips out of there. Then as he's leaving, it's just his dad and his mom. His dad is a cop. You know, Jeff Davis. I wanted to replay this game for a reason, bro. Look at my nigga. when he took this mask off, when Hobbie was already cool when he came on screen, like the whole movie. Like once we met Spider India, before that they just kept Gwen kept talking about Hobbie, and then we finally met Hobbie. And Hobbie was cool. Then he took the mask off. He became even cooler. So then Miles, he runs off fighting the Spot. Davis, his dad, gets a call on his little walkie-talkie. So he run off fighting the Spot. Now it's Miles, well, Spider-Man, Miles, Spider-Man. Same thing. It's Miles and his father, Davis. Of course, Davis don't know that Miles is Spider-Man. But they're fighting the Spot. And while they're fighting the Spot, eventually the Spot tells them, he's like, Miles, I created you because the spider that bit you just then the third came from me, and you made me because while you were running and you made the collider blow up, this then the third. And then the Spot like tried to rush them and kicks himself in his butt. Literally, he kicked himself in his butt and fell into one of his holes. And then Miles and Davis was just like, so those two, they walk off. They have a little talk for real, and then they talk about Miles. And then Spider-Man leaves. Jeff goes his own way. The Spot, he's stuck in one of his holes, and as he's in his holes, he realized his holes on his body can lead him to so many different places. So he started putting his head through the holes and start going to different universes. We meet Lego Peter Parker. Oh my! And with Lego Peter Parker, he contacted Miguel to let Miguel know about the anomaly because, like I said, the Spot was putting his head through holes. He came to Lego Peter Parker's Earth, and Lego Peter Parker had this. So Miguel was getting out these little watch portal type thing. They were portal watches. That's what I call them. It's not what they call, but that's what I call them. They're portal watches that you hit a few buttons on the watch, and then you can open a portal. Pressing the buttons and like using a watch, he was making them sounds with his mouth. He was like beep boop boop boop, and he was talking to Miguel, and then he was like beep boop bop. Yo, it was fun. It was funny, bro. I'm gonna switch to Ben because Ben was in a movie and he had a little, not a big role like you, Hobie. I feel like you had a bigger role than Ben, but you know, he was there. So he's spinning his head through the holes. He run into the lady that was in the Venom movie. I forgot her name, but she makes a little cameo and he's talking to her and like, this, that, and the third. I'm him. I can go to different portals, different universes. She's just like, okay, she don't care. Then he picks up some gum. It's called Venom Mint. Yo, that Venom cameo was crazy. That Venom Easter egg, that shit was crazy, bro. All throughout the movie, the Spot, which is the villain, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga was weak. And he's been called weak the whole movie. So it made him mad. You know what he did? His goal in the movie was to become powerful. A powerful villain for Spider-Man. And become his arch nemesis. His arch rival, his arch nemesis, whatever you want to call it. So once he figured out that he could go through his own holes and go to different dimensions, different universes, and different Earths, I think it was like, alright, I'm gonna go back to this place. They become very powerful. I'm not gonna say where he went, but he went somewhere. He did something. Miles in his room. Like at the end of the first movie, Miles in his room listening to music. Miles in his room listening to music this time. You know who comes through the portal? Gwen comes through the portal. Gwen and Miles get to talking. Gwen, she's talking to Miles. She's like, can Miles come out? Miles like, no, I'm grounded. She's like, but is Spider-Man grounded? And that's when her and Miles go out the window. They get to swinging. They get to talking or whatever. You know, they cooling, just chopping it up as friends. Gwen, like I said, she was working with Miguel. She used to watch portal on her arm that I was telling you about that she got when she was working with Miguel. So since Gwen joined Miguel's team, like I said earlier, Miguel gave her a little watch, and with the watch she could use it to open portals. Remember that, because I'm gonna say that a lot, and it's gonna be real important. She used that watch to open portals. So she uses that watch to come to Miles' Earth, and she's talking to Miles like, oh, I came back to see you. They come back, they hang out. No. She really came back there to find the Spot, then stop him before he could get bad and become real powerful and shit like that. So she come there to do that. She gets distracted and starts hanging with Miles. So when it comes time for her to actually do her mission, she ends up missing the villain. So you know what she has to do? I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff. She eventually stops hanging with Miles. When she gets done hanging with Miles, she then goes to look for him. Like I just said, she missed him. She figures out what he did and how he did it. She goes through her little portal. Miles is not supposed to be with her. Miles followed her. When she left Miles followed her. Like I just said, Miles was not supposed to follow her, nor was he supposed to know what she was there really for. But he followed her anyway, because, you know, niggas don't... Since when do you know Spider-Man is like really listening? You know? So Miles followed her. He saw her go in the portal. So you know what Miles did? He went right with her in that same exact portal. She went in that portal to a different Earth. And now, guess who we just met? Because guess what Earth she went to? I don't want to say what Earth she went to, but just know Indian Spider-Man was there. Spider-Man India, however you want to say his name. He was there. She went to that Earth. So now it's Miles, her and Spider-Man India. Miles like Gwen know, Gwen, I'm here to help. And Gwen's like, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, I know, but I wanted to come help, blah blah blah. You know how it is. Miles, Spider India, and Gwen, they're all fighting the spot. Well, trying to. That's when Hoodiie joins. Now, I don't want to say too much from this point on, so I'm gonna purposely leave out a lot of details. And let's just say they didn't catch the spot, alright? They didn't catch him, but he caused a lot of damage. There's a lot of destruction going down, a lot of people falling off a bridge, it's not the third. There's a man and a little girl. You feel me? The man and little girl about to die. It's a canon event. They are supposed to die. Listen to what I'm telling you. These two are supposed to die. Guess who stops them from dying? Miles. And for Miles stopping them from dying because they were supposed to die, he fucked reality. So now he messing up timeline. So since they were supposed to die in this earth and this timeline, they didn't. So now it's fucking this timeline up. I can't say how it's messing the timeline up, but now it's fucking up this timeline because Miles chose to save these niggas instead of letting them die like they were supposed to. But that's when Miles, I'm not gonna say too much, but Miles and the rest of the spider people, all 4 of them, they were all transported to the Spider HQ. Did I die? Yeah, I did. The leader, you know who the leader is of the Spider HQ? Who got all this shit in check because he trying to fix all the anomalies and everything that's going on in the multiverses. And he the one with the main portal watch. My nigga Miguel O'Hara. Spider-Man 2099. He jumping through universes, jumping through portals, trying to fix everything. So he let Miles know, Miles, you just disrupted what was supposed to happen. And he's yelling at Miles and he's mad. This nigga is furious. This nigga was on one this whole movie. So he let Miles know what he just did. We meet all the other Spider-Men. Miles understands what he just did. He's just like, oh, okay. So I wasn't supposed to stop this, but I did, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? You learning all this. Yo, y'all really need to watch this movie. Just for that nigga Hoodiie. Not even just because the movie is entertaining, but just to see what that nigga Hoodiie was really doing, bro. He really am. I think y'all already know this, but in case y'all didn't, I kind of left this detail out on purpose. But in case y'all didn't, Miles, you know, he likes Gwen. He missed Gwen. So he was drawing a bunch of pictures of Gwen. When Gwen came through the portal, she looked at all those pictures and said, damn, Miles drew a lot of pictures of Gwen, bro. So Miguel's letting Miles know that he messed up the future. I'm gonna skip a lot of details here on purpose. Eventually, Miguel shows Miles his future. It's like, this is supposed to happen. Miles doesn't like the way his future is gonna play out. So he lets Miguel know, I'm gonna change this. Now, Miguel and all the Spider-Men and Spider-Women there are letting Miles know, you can't do that, bro. Cause if you Miguel's letting Miles know, I've messed with the future before to make sure my family stays alive. And I ended up fucking up that even more. So if I know it doesn't work because I've already tried it, Miles, do not mess with the future. Miles is not listening because Miles is like, nah, I ain't going for it. So remember how I said Miguel earlier in the video? I said Miguel put Gwen's dad in this little hexagon type trap thing so he couldn't move. Yeah, he puts Miles in one of those. But Miles is the main character. This is Miles' story. You know, this is Miles' movie. You know what Miles does? He breaks out the bitch with no effort. He uses his powers and breaks out the bitch with no effort. Because Miles is him. Did I say what gonna happen? Yeah, he breaks out of that. And he looks, and then it was a flight or spite response. In a quick second, that nigga Miles became a track star. That nigga started running now. He's being chased by Miguel and like thousands of Spider-Men at one time, bro. It's Miguel, hella Spider-Man, 1 Miles. This nigga running for his fucking life, bro. Letting them know, Miguel letting them know, hey, get Miles Morales. Yo, it was a fire part. So they was like, Spider-Man, go get Spider-Man. And all the Spider-Man looked at each other. They all pointing at each other like, me? Yo, they did the little meme. I just hit my mic. I know y'all heard it. They did the little meme where they was like, it's a Spider-Man on loose, go get him. And all the Spider-Man pointing at each other. They was like, me? Do I supposed to get you? No, is it you? Is it no? It's you. But back to the chase scene. So everyone's chasing Miles. Eventually, it ends up being a fight scene. I'm leaving out a lot of details on purpose. If I spoiled the whole movie, it would be no point in you watching it at that point. If you're watching this and you're getting spoiled anyway, you haven't watched the movie, I really don't know what to say to you because I don't know why you're doing that to yourself. Oh, this suit was in the this suit was in the movie. Okay, bet I forgot this suit was in the movie. Like I said, Miles was running from everybody. It ends up being a fight scene. I can't say who was fighting, but I can say it was a fight scene between Miles and somebody else. Miles, let's just say he won the fight scene for now. You feel me? He won. And he won the fight. And he outsmarted all the Spider-Men and ended up being able to go home. Now, Miles is transporting and he's on his way home. As he's on his way home, he's hopping in the transporter. Is one more Spider-Man there that could stop him. He chooses to let him go. He's transporting. As he's on the transporter and he's going to another Earth, Miguel pops out. He's trying to break the transporter. He's not trying to let Miles leave, but he can't do nothing. And Miles goes. He's transported out of there. Miguel looks at Gwen because Gwen could have stopped Miles. But did Gwen stop Miles? Hell no. Was Gwen stopping Miles? Hell no. Now, was Miguel mad at Gwen because she didn't stop Miles? Yes, he was. So he made sure she didn't have no portal watch and sent that hoe home. I did not mean to call Gwen out. My bad. But he sent that girl home and Gwen had to go right back home to her family Well, just her dad, because, you know, like I said, Peter Parker's dead in her universe. So only friend left was Miles, but Miles ain't messing with her right now. I can't say why Miles don't like her right now, but Miles is not messing with her right now. She goes home. As she goes home, she talks to her dad, and her dad are having a little heartfelt moment. Again, the colors here are going crazy to show you emotion, bro. I'm telling you, the colors in this movie to show you emotion was so goated. Like, they made sure when they animated this and they put the colors in there, they wanted you to know this is what this was. That's how this person felt. This is why this was like this. As Gwen goes home, she's talking to her dad. They have a heartfelt moment. They reconnect. She's talking to her dad. She's like, Dad, you want to rush me? Go ahead. Her dad's like, I can't even do that, Gwen. Because at this point, Gwen has left her dad. She left her dad at the beginning of the movie. She's been gone for months. He just saw his daughter months later after she left him. After finding out that she's Spider-Woman and she had something to do with her best friend, Peter, being killed. But really, she didn't kill Peter, but you get the point. Her dad didn't know that. But her dad finally, you know, they reconnect. And she's telling her dad, you still mad at me? Arrest me. Her dad says, I can't do that. Because her dad was on the road to become captain. He was ready to become captain. Ready to become captain because he was a cop, like I said. But her dad ended up quitting. So they hug. And then her dad gives her a little box. She's like, I don't know what this is, but some guy came here and left it for you. Homie. While all the Spider-Men were chasing Miles, he came to Gwen's Earth. Came to her house and left a box. You know what was in a box? A portal watch. So then she can go to other dimensions, and she uses that watch to go help Miles. Now, I can't say what happened to Miles at this point. I'm not gonna say what happened to Miles at this point. I'm not gonna spoil the end. It was a plot twist ending, bro. That shit was crazy. I was so mad in the movie theaters when that bitch said to be continue. I'm like, huh? What? I gotta wait till 2024 next year to see what happened? Nigga, I was hurt. Nigga, I was hurt, Brody. Gwen, she took that portal watch, came to save Miles. She came to Miles' Earth. She reconnected with Miles' family, and then she went and she made her own little roster of spider people. And now oh my god. So now it's Gwen, oh my god, it's Gwen, a few Spider-Men and women, because, you know, Spider-Men and women. You know how we doing this now, 2023. It's Gwen, her group of Spider-Men and women, and they all trying to come save my nigga Miles. Now, Miguel, he's mad because after he lost Miles transported, he couldn't stop Miles. And then he sent Gwen home. Him, Miguel, Ben Riley, and Jessica Drew, they all came looking for Miles. So they all hopped in they all took their portal watches, and he sent everybody else, the whole other spider people that was already there. He sent them to go find the spot. Him, Jessica, and Ben, they all went looking for Jessica, Ben, they all went looking for my nigga Miles. They were looking for my nigga Miles. So they try to make sure this nigga Miles do not change his feature. And what happens, because if Miles change his feature, he gonna mess up everybody else's feature. And it's Miles versus Ben, Jessica, and Miguel. He doesn't know that Gwen is coming to help him yet. The movie, it didn't end here, but I'ma end here. And then it said TV continue. Bro, that movie was fire, bro. Is there any suit that I didn't wear yet that was in the movie? This nigga was in the movie. This nigga was in the movie. I think he was in the movie. I know he was in the movie for sure. He was in the movie. No. He was in the movie, not the Aaron Aikman suit. My nigga Spider-Punk, bro. I'm gonna play this game some more just because I'm gonna use Spider-Punk. I might make a whole video just dedicated to Spider-Punk to talk about his lore. I really hate the fact that he left the movie off on a cliffhanger, but I saw a few Spider-Men in the movie. I had to write them down because it was too many. I saw my nigga, the Spectacular Spider-Man from the animated show. Oh, that's my favorite show ever, and that's my favorite Spider-Man. Bro, I saw him, I saw Ben Riley, I saw Mark. Oh, the MK1 suit. I'm dumb. This suit was in the movie. Yes, this nigga was in the movie. It was a cowboy Spider-Man in the movie. It was a car Spider. I didn't even know that was a car Spider-Man. What the fuck? It was a car Spider-Man in the movie. Spider-Man Unlimited. You know, the one Spider-Man from the animated series? Yeah, he was in the movie. Donald Glover was in the movie. We had a bunch of live action scenes in the movie, which I wasn't expecting that. We had a few live action scenes in the movie. That was actually pretty fire. Miles' mom, Rio, she left a lot of life lessons that you can actually take from this movie and implement it in real life. I said that right. Oh, I sound so professional. I don't want to say it's a 10 out of 10 because that means it's a perfect movie. And it's like, it's based on my opinion. So in my opinion, I give it a high ass rating. But y'all might not, so I don't really want to do that. I gave you my opinion on the Spider-Man movie, Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, it was lit. I gave you my review. I gave you some spoilers and stuff like that. And all I'm gonna say is, bro, that shit, yo, that movie was good, bro. That movie was so good. When Gwen told Jessica to adopt her, because she's like, you cool, can you adopt me? Go see the movie for yourselves in theaters. In theaters somewhere near you. I know it's a theater somewhere near you, nigga. Just do yourself a favor, go see the movie. The ticket don't cost that much anyway. I'm gonna see you on the next video. What's after this? Like I always say, I don't know.
I don't know who I could trust in. Lately I stress all the time, bring the bucks in. And they be on my phone, no discussions. Shorty, why you let me alone without nothing?